Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Now a man who played baseball in Kansas City, Bo Jackson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Cunningham.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A play fake. Now Cunningham. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They run on 1st down with Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for, and this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
Here on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Off play action, it's Cunningham.
Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Cunningham to throw. He's got it. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Cunningham. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DK Metcalf from a yard out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start here with Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run again with Jackson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Mahomes on third. This is intercepted. pushing his way through. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Cunningham. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Cunningham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0.
Chiefs nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 score.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, Riblett.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Easy.
Jackson. is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw on second down, Cunningham. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete to number 3.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On first down, it's Cunningham. James has got it, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And quickly they get to the line.
Second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham throwing the out route and complete. That's James. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. He'll find Metcalf. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
9 yards and an Eagle first down.
19 Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him, and his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Cunningham. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Mahomes will try again on second down. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 65 yards. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Attack, attack!
Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the choke.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this one out quickly to James. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, here's Cunningham. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And he's got it inside the 10.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into a shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Cunningham looking to throw. That is intercepted. Picked by Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they take over at the 20-yard line. So it's really a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
That's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here comes second down. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Mahomes to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's fourth down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 91 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and going. And we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over first and 10. And they're on 17-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Now Cunningham. Jackson with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Jerry Rice out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that run, how many places to throw the football, if any?
And typically, what would you want to do against that guy?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
First down, Eagles.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Ooh, the juke. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This is 1st and 10. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's a big play there to secure the football. And, folks, we are headed to overtime. And we have 3 football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now again, this is Bo running left. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now again, it's Jackson. Dancing and shutting him off down open field. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And even 100 yards rushing now for Bo, and he's got a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, here comes Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And I know you, with every
carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now a first throw here in overtime.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Cunningham to throw. And it's caught.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and he made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So they say forget the field goal and the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. Here's Cunningham. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 4th and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes. Complete. Valdez-Scantling. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
What's the worst call ever? Do it. Step it up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue, and not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on. Are you going to put a small corner on him? Are you going to put a safety that has maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
That was an excellent time for the line victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking.
Because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.